Kidney, he's a kidney.
I'm not so sure about that, but you know, whatever. It's a bigger, too. It's a big, hefty kidney. Could just handle a big load, I think. You know, you can start drinking again if you wanted to with that thing.
That.
Well, you know,
my
in case.
feelings a little bit.
All right, well, for
11 years sober.
Maybe
Thank
not
you.
that. Okay, but
Bring that up, Larry David.
Press
20 years sober, you moron.
One of our favorites, Richard Lewis, back with us on Good Day New York.
What a show.
What a show.
What a show. You, here, let's get. I want to just have fun.
Yeah, what's going on with you? What's going on? Just
Bundle of Nerves. This is it's out now. Where is it?
There you go.
right there.
I'd like to give this to the captain, Derek Jeter.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, it's like it's out now. I'm going to be signing this at Barnes & Noble on 82nd Street. in
Tomorrow?
Broadway. No, Saturday at noon.
Saturday at noon.
This really is important to me. Anyway,
What's
that's
on-
that.
what's on
I'm at
there?
Caroline's Friday and Saturday for my 30th year. Okay.
Does she owe you money?
Huh?
Caroline.
Maybe $200,000-300,000. But she's great. She helped start my career. It's all good. So that's cool.
Welcome. How are you? How's your health?
My health. I'm in my 60s now. When you're in your 60s, you're young people. You wake up like that. I was in a hotel. I was like a Jew crow. I couldn't move my fingers. My toes were like this. I had to peck the phone for the concierge. What's wrong, Mr. Lewis? Just unravel me, moron. So getting old's no good, but I'm grateful to be alive. Everything is solid, man. I did a movie with Jennifer Aniston and Owen Wilson.
What about Jennifer? Tell us. Did she like?
Here's the deal. Everyone loves her, and
Right.
she's so professional. But you know, I've been doing this 45 years. The paparazzi. Hey, Richard. Hey, I take pictures. I go to their house. I have a Seder. I don't care. But Jennifer, everyone, you know, she has 18 Secret Service. Jennifer wants Cheerios. Jennifer wants Cheerios. She has to walk with 10 people to get a cereal. It's tough how they live that way.
Did you ever try to like cozy up to Jennifer?
No, I've been married for 10 years, and my wife, she doesn't live in the same city, but it doesn't matter. No, but we still have sex. Can I say sex on
Yeah,
morning
of course.
television?
That's good. But don't drop any other things because I saw your Twitter account.
No, I have a picture over our bed of a healthy couple having intercourse. Because I'm old. You know?
Is there an age gap?
I don't even have foreplay. I just have one play. Because I don't have time. Life's short.
What about the blue pill? Have you tried that?
I don't need that. I took Viagra once. I got a cowlick for a week and a half. So everything is cool. I have a book coming out with a brilliant, by the way, New York artist, Carl Totolo, and Larry David wrote the foreword.
Larry
Called
David.
Reflections from Hell. It's out in a couple of months, and Carl Totolo is a genius. So he illustrated my madness. So that's all solid, man. And Caroline's for the 30th year, Friday and Saturday. Only one show a night, so you better show up because I could collapse out of embarrassment. So ask me anything. Larry David.
Larry David, what about
Larry
Kurt?
David.
Listen, he plays golf with presidents. I don't, I do. Actually, I was big with Clintons. I didn't play. I just played gin with him once, and then actually I was in the White House with Clinton when I used to work for Hillary and Bill.
You used to work for Hillary and Bill?
I got married. I had all ex-girlfriends. I'm sober 20 years, so I wouldn't have been a good husband. But I was there with some, and I say this, she's not here now, with a nutcase. Anyway, so we're in the White House. She's stealing things from the Oval Office. I go, please don't. Napkins, M&Ms. I go, don't. The cameras are watching us. We'll be arrested. So we're taking a picture in front of the Kennedy desk, and Clinton was look, Clinton. He's very cool. I worked for 10 years. I said, and imagine if it was Woodrow Wilson or Abe Lincoln. I go, Mr. Lincoln, this relationship sucks and it's going to go south. I want to be in front of the desk with you. He says, leave it to me. And as soon as they took a picture, he shoved her out of the shot, but in a sexual way because she was fell in love with him. I mean,
Come right here. Come here.
he's like Elvis. Bill's like Elvis.
But you wanted a picture for posterity. You knew she was not long for this world.
I told him we're breaking up as soon as we get out of the White House. She's nuts. And he says, leave it to me. He was very cool. But Larry David, he's doing Broadway.
We heard in
So
February.
he says to me, I might come back, I might not. I don't ask him anymore. He's a genius and he's a buddy. We were in the same hospital together. I was cesarean. I can't, no, why are you mocking?
You're the same
I came out of my
age.
mother's armpit. It was the first time in American history. And my mother, bless her soul, she used to say, here's where you almost killed me. Thanks, Ma. Good night, everybody.
Is it true that you and Larry David went to
I'm
summer camp?
sober, but I sound like I'm doing speed. I'm not.
Is it true you and Larry David went to summer camp together?
First of all, I was literally, honest to God, in the Brooklyn Jewish Hospital, no longer there. I was cesarean, and I was there 3 or 5 days. I was only an inch tall. I was on one of these hot dog machines, like in movie theaters back in the day. He was born 3 days later, and he's an obnoxious guy. I tried to hang with my umbilical cord. He was obnoxious. So I never saw him again. Went to camp. hated him, never saw him again, started at the in New York and, you know, all the clubs, at the Improv, I was no longer here. He was a fan, and one day, I was drinking back then, and I said, you look very familiar, I hate you. It was like a Roman Polanski. And then we retraced our childhood, and I went, you're that Larry David, you're that Richard Lewis, and we had a fist fight at the bar. That was 1,000,000,000 to 1. So we bonded, and that's why on Curb, our friendship, I think, cooks pretty well, because we love each other, and yet we annoy each other.
And back then, you were the guy with the show. You were more successful than Larry David in the 80s, right?
You got that, you know what I mean? No, I had anything but love, you know, with Jamie Lee Curtis, which was great. But, you know, I wanted to make love with her on television for years. Well, the writers, they were jealous. So I used to fax them at night. I said, can I please have sex once on television? Because I used to come to New York, do gigs, and the cab drivers in particular, hey, why don't you make love with her, you moron? I said, it's a television show, you jerks. Leave me alone. Then finally, I used to look at the script on Friday for the next week, and I would speed read it like, please let me make out. Please let me make out. And my wife then, she says, even to this day, she says, when they make love, like particularly the heavy scenes, like tell me they're not having fun. I said, no, it's by the numbers,
it's
the camera.
It's work, right?
It's the greatest thing of all time. When I made love with Jamie Lee, you know, we were making out, I just prayed that nothing horrible would happen. I wore, you know how Ben-Hur would wear the cod pieces and everything? I wore shoulder pads under my...
You sound like Woody Allen.
That was that Woody Allen? Yes, that was.
I actually used that inflection because he goes, you know, I wore shoulder pads, my hands, because I didn't want, God forbid, because I'm a method actor. If anything happened, I would have been arrested. Don't mock me.
I'm not saying anything.
You guys are #1 for a reason. You like to mock elderly.
Because of Woody Allen. Man, this guy is
on.
Woody
Allen. Woody never hired me, but I worship him and Lenny Bruce, you know, and Joan Rivers. You know, this has been a tough, you know, with all due respect, Joan, Robin Williams, David Brenner. It's, you know, it's just really been a big hit for the comedy world. These were real friends of mine, and you know, I'm glad Robin. You know, we were both in recovery, but this depression thing, I don't want to end on it, but it's important. Depression is a really serious thing, and his family, God bless him, are talking about it. And you know, if you're depressed, there's help to be had.
Richard, seriously, why does it seem to afflict comics more than others?
No, I know a plumber who really is.
What? Wait, what?
A plumber.
Plumbers. I know a caterer.
You guys, I always hear that there's a dark side to comedy.
Yes, there is. You know, most people who do comedy had, you know, mostly tragic childhoods, and they want to vent. I mean, I go on stage to talk about my past. I mean, I don't blame my mother anymore. My shrink fired me because she said, I don't want to hear about your mother anymore. You know why my mother? Here's in one sentence. When I did my first Tonight Show when I was 25, I called my mother from Sunset Strip. I went, Mom, I'm on with Johnny tomorrow. And she went, who else is on? Mr. T. You know, so that was my deal. Anyway, I know we're running
back to
late.
business. Richard Lewis, you can see him at Caroline's Friday, Saturday. Also the bookstore.
Yeah, Barnes and Noble.
82nd Street noon on Broadway.
On
and you know, and really, really, I won't give this to Derek. Bundle of Nerves. It's out. It has 4 amazing, to me, I don't mean to be grandiose, really 4 astonishing things that I love that meant a lot to me in my life. And a documentary of my old house in Hollywood Hills, which has, they call it the museum, and it's an homage to the arts, because I devoted I have no children, just a rescue dog. So, you know.
We love you, Richard Lewis.
Yeah, a privilege, seriously. Thank you,
buddy. I talk fast,
Thank
but
you.
I'm sober 20 years, so don't think
Except for the cocaine.
Huh?
No, the speed.
How dare you?
The speed. You said it. You said it earlier.
How dare you?
Take him to Judge
When's
Millian.
Breaking Bad on again?
Where's
I'm just
Judge
kidding.
Millian?
Hey, you guys are the best.
Thank you, Richard. We love you.
I love you,
We'll be
New York.
back.
I'm born in Brooklyn. Peace.